This is about defending democracy. This is no longer Democrats versus Republicans. What do you want your kids to believe in? There must be give and take.
This is White Flag with Joe Walsh.
A group of Muslim immigrants in Dearborn, Michigan yesterday got together and were chanting "Death to America." America is evil. Israel are the Nazis. Israel is the occupier. Death to America, death to Israel. You got a problem with that? I have a problem with that. But should that be allowed? Muslim Americans in America protesting Israel, protesting our giving weapons and ammunition and aid to Israel, chanting "Death to America," death to Israel, here in America. A bunch of people saying that shouldn't be allowed. We shouldn't let immigrants into this country if they're going to chant "Death to America." There ought to be a basic standard. You ought to agree when you become a citizen or you come here that you have to at least accept, embrace America. You can't come here and chant "Death to America." I disagree. I think what separates us from every other country on the planet, and I mean even our allies, is freedom. Real freedom. You, me, we have the freedom in this country. We are free to burn the American flag. We're free to protest, legally protest, and call Israel Nazis. We have a right to do that in America. If you're an immigrant, you have a right to come here, and you have a right to chant "Death to America." I would have a right to do that as an American citizen. Do I like it? No. Does it piss me off that in Dearborn, Michigan yesterday, a bunch of Muslim Americans, a bunch of Muslim immigrants were chanting "Death to America" and Israel are Nazis? Yes, that pisses me off. Yeah, that makes me angry. Yeah, that compels me to want to counter-protest, to want to have a larger group across the street protesting and shouting, "America is the greatest, the land of the free. Israel, God love and God bless Israel. America will always stand by and always protect Israel." As an American, that's my right. My right to chant that. Look, I believe that immigrants who come here, like American citizens, need to embrace the Constitution and need to embrace and accept tolerance, i.e. that there are people in this country with different views, different values, different beliefs, different lifestyles, different faiths, different sexual orientations. We don't have to agree with these differences, but we have to accept that in a free society there are differences. We have to accept the fact that there are differences. When you become an American, when you come to America, I've always thought that outside of embracing our Constitution and our freedoms, you ought to embrace tolerance if you want to become an American. And to me, all that means is embracing the fact that there are differences in a free society. You don't have to agree with people, but you have to accept that there are people who disagree with you. These Muslim immigrants in Dearborn, Michigan, fuck them, right? That's how I feel. But I accept the fact chanting death to America. I accept the fact that they have a right in this free society to think differently than I do, to chant death to America. It shouldn't be required that you come here, that you have to love America. It shouldn't, or certainly love everything America does. When America does something you don't like, you find egregious, you should have the right to protest against that. Yeah, that means the right to burn the flag. That means the right to chant death to America. Tolerance. I do not have to accept what those Muslim immigrants were chanting, and I don't. But I have to accept in a free society that they have a right in this country to chant that, to shout that. That's what makes this America. Make it a good week. Be brave. Joe Walsh White Flag at gmail.com. One word, Joe Walsh White Flag at gmail.com. Be brave. Thanks.
Thank you for listening. Remember to listen, share, and follow White Flag with Joe Walsh on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and everywhere great podcasts are found. And be sure to leave a 5-star review. This has been White Flag with Joe Walsh.